Hey, this is Joey, and I'm at TD Garden here in Boston, Massachusetts. We're at the Bruins and Coyotes game, and you're watching Post to Post Productions.
Hey friends, welcome to the video. Welcome to Post if you're new. And if you are new, my name is Neil. I appreciate you joining me today, taking the time out of your day. A special day, okay? This is a special day. We got a new jersey released in the NHL. That's always a good day. Even if the jersey is terrible, it's still a good day because we still get to see something new. So let's review this jersey from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's answer the question. Number one, is this a good jersey? And number two, am I going to buy it? So let's walk through here. I've got a bunch of photos actually, and people have been going crazy on Twitter, and not crazy in a good way, crazy in a good way and a bad way. That's just all over the place with opinions on this jersey, and I always find it funny when people tag me on Twitter when something gets released. Guys, I see things pretty much instantly. You'll never, almost certainly never break any news to me, but I appreciate those tweets anyway. So let's bring up the first photo here and really kind of dissect this from a first glance perspective. So looking at this right away, I see things that I like, and honestly, not many things that I don't like. I see a lot of people hating on this jersey, but my general first impression, opinion of this is I think it's pretty good. I am a little bit critical of the way that the Maple Leaf is stitched around the edges. I think the spacing, or the kerning is the wrong word because that has to do with letters and text and stuff, but the space between the actual stitches seems too spacious. It's a little bit too far spread out. I'd like to see those a little bit, closer up. It just looks like train tracks, or I don't know, something. It's just odd. That's really the only thing I can be critical about here. I think the logo, the pattern, the texture in the background is okay. I don't dislike it or really like it. The rest of the logo's fine. That's what we expect. The striping on the arm is great. The fact that it's black with the blue on it, like beautiful contrast. The blue stripe along the bottom of the jersey is great. The pattern on within the stripe right here that kind of mimics what's going on in the logo. Like I said, don't really care for it in the logo. It doesn't do anything for me, just whatever. But in the arms, I really like it. I think that's a great way to modernize the jerseys, to put that in there. And additionally, there's a bit of skyline of Toronto in there as well. We'll see a little bit of that in a future photo. So I really like the arms. Overall, it's a simple jersey, and the shoulders completely blank. No shoulder patch up there from what I've seen anyway, and the neck as well. Perfect execution of the neck. No additional colors up here. You maybe just a little thin. This little, right on the jersey I'm wearing now. This is blue. Maybe make that blue, but I'm totally okay with the whole top being black. I think it was a wonderful decision to design it like that. And then of course on the back, Honor, Pride, Courage, which they have on I think maybe not all their jerseys, but at least the home and the way, I believe. The thing about this jersey is that it's reversible, which is a first for the NHL, a first for Adidas, at least in the NHL. I don't know if they've ever done that with any basketball jerseys or anything, but let's go to the reversible version, and that's this. So you turn the jersey inside out, and you can also wear it as this. And this is in collaboration with Justin Bieber and his brand, or I don't even know what it is. I honestly don't care. I have zero opinions about Justin Bieber. I don't dislike him. I don't like him. He just doesn't exist in my brain. It's like I just don't have the mental capacity to know what's going on in Justin Bieber's life. So this really means nothing to me. I don't get the association, and I don't even really care about the association. It doesn't mean anything to me. If I were to buy this jersey, I would never wear it like this, ever. Okay? Like literally never. Even in a video, why would I? It just doesn't make sense for me or my brand or in general. I just think it's a little bit silly for me. But I love the fact that they did it. Like it's a really cool idea. I just don't necessarily like the execution, and maybe it would be really cool to see something else that was Toronto Maple Leafs branded, other than that silly gold star, Mario Kart logo, whatever it is on there. I actually don't like the logo. The outline, it's Canadian Maple Leaf, obviously. I like that, and their logo it looks good. But the eyes with the Leafs, I just don't like that. But I understand the reasoning and the rationale behind it. It's to match the brand of the Drew, whatever it's called. Opinion about this jersey, or the inverse version of this jersey, I don't care. Next is the photo. I have a little bit of a close-up of the side of the logo, so you can see what I was talking about with the stitching. I don't know the specific name for that, where, crisscross stitching. I don't know. I don't care either. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to see that. It's too apparent. But if you look off to the left, you can see the skyline in the striping, and that is so good. It's like a silhouette striping, just fantastic. I love that. The next photo is another close-up of the logo, so you can see again the stitching. But I think overall it looks pretty good. Number 5, or photo number 5 here, is the other logo, the inverse logo on the inside. I mean, it looks high quality. I just don't like the design personally. And then the next photo is another close-up of the stripe. You can see the CN Tower off to the far in the distance, just out of focus there. Some other parts of the skyline down below. So again, beautiful striping. Now, here's the thing. The next photo, which is the 6th photo I have here, or sorry, 7th photo rather, is a fight strap, which obviously is on the inside of the jersey. Well, if the jersey is reversible, that means that the fight strap is now going to be on the outside on the back. So now you have a tail. Okay, so I assumed when I saw the jersey and when I found out that it was going to be reversible, which was actually before the release. I didn't know what it was going to look like, but I did know it was going to be reversible. I thought, okay, well, obviously there's not going to be a fight strap under there, because why would there be? If anyone's going to wear this as a reverse thing, it's going to look like they have a tail, or that they're a part of a family that has their kid on a leash, and that's like the little latch, and you can just walk around when someone can have you on a leash. I wouldn't have imagined that they put the fight trap on here, but they did, which is fine, whatever. So that's just another little interesting thing to point out, that it does have a fight strap. And then the final photo, which I have here, is kind of a version of the entire uniform. So you can see the striping mimicked down below into the socks with the same pattern on there, which is great. The pants are black, but it's got a little bit of a blue line kind of coming down vertically along the side. So I think the jersey overall, the real jersey, not the inverted jersey, but this one that we're looking at, that jersey, fantastic job overall on the jersey. Uniform, I think, is better. So really, really good job on the uniform. Listen, I'm a Canadiens fan. It doesn't, it hurts me, it pains me to wear this merch, but when I talk about a specific team in a video, I like to wear their merch in respect to the fans out there. That's why you see lots of other teams in the background. I collect jerseys. It's part of my gig, okay? But objectively, even as a Canadiens fan, I have to look at this and think, damn, they did a real good job. So, round of applause, I think, overall. I love the innovation here behind Adidas, going for it. I'm sure it took some convincing from Justin Bieber and the Maple Leafs and the Austin Matthews influence and stuff. There's a pretty good relationship there. So I have a feeling, there was some heavy conversations between the Maple Leafs and Adidas, but they made it happen. And I appreciate that innovation. Even if I don't like the inverse version, I have to applaud them for at least trying something new and kind of thinking outside the box, or inside the box if you want to look at it like that. But that's all the photos that I have. Now let's answer the question, am I going to buy this damn thing? Typically, no, I wouldn't buy an inverse jersey. But since this is the first one, and the fact that I like the exterior design of the jersey, in fact, I think it's one of the best Toronto Maple Leafs jerseys that I've ever seen. I love the approach of them going with a black primary alternate jersey, or jersey in general, whether it's specialty, whether it ends up being the home jersey eventually, whatever, that's fine. They kind of slapped Tampa Bay in the face a little bit with this jersey, because Tampa and Toronto share the exact same colors. Their jerseys look essentially identical, other than the logo on the front. I realize the striping's a little bit different, but you get my gist here. They're very close. Their whole uniforms are very close. And Tampa has black in their history, their uniform history, their jersey history. Toronto doesn't really. So the fact that Toronto came out with this black alternate jersey is like, you don't want to go back to your black, you don't want to pull the black from your history, Tampa? No problem. We'll introduce it to our history. We'll make something with black in it. So I feel like this is maybe a bit of a slap in the face to the Tampa Bay Lightning as well. So, just looking at the jersey, they did a good job, and I'm going to buy it, okay? I'm going to buy this jersey. I am not going to get it stitched, because I think this would be a weird jersey to have stitched, and I also like how clean it is from the elbows up. From the nips up, it's extremely clean, and I don't want to add numbers and stuff, and on the back, and yeah, I don't want to get into that. So I will be getting this jersey. We're going to be doing a full 4K close-up macro review of this entire jersey, inside and out, because even though I don't like the inside, it still interests me. It makes me think about, okay, well, what's Adidas thinking here? What's next for the NHL? Is this going to be an entire full series coming up in next year, next season, or the season after, rather, because we know the reverse retros coming next season, or coming back, rather. So I'm thinking about, okay, well, what's next for the Adidas for the NHL 2-3 years down the road? And then for jersey concepts, is this something that a designer could potentially do where they create a normal jersey concept and then an inverse version of what would be underneath, and then you'd have like two to judge, kind of. So a little call to action out there to the jersey designers, the concept designers. And I'm curious to see what you come up with. So a little challenge for you. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you like these videos and you like hearing my opinion on jerseys in general, whether you agree or whether you disagree, I think the conversation around this is always fun. And it's always a round of applause when Adidas or any jersey manufacturer, whether it's Reebok or CCM, it doesn't really matter who has the contract. As long as they're trying to innovate and make the product better and more appealing, I think that's the right decision to take always, even if sometimes it fails. So I will applaud Adidas here for sure. Thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning for another flyover series. We're looking at, I think, the Islanders arena, which may or may not exist in the game, and therefore we have to look at some other arenas in the area. You know what I'm talking about. I'll catch you guys in that video tomorrow morning. Adios.